shops if the Trade Ministry fails to reach a fair agreement with them on retail trade regulations. Speaking to Citi News, the Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman of GUTA, Nana Nyame, expressed deep concern over what he described as the growing takeover of local markets by foreign operators.
Before the
2024 elections, we engaged a presidential candidate, all of them assuring us of their support. However, it's been a year of President John Mahama, but we are yet to receive an invitation to discuss the matter. We wrote down our grievances, submitted them to the Ashanti Regional Coordinating Director, and informed him that if government does not prevent foreigners from dominating our retail business, we will first close down our shops. If that does not get us the desired result, we will loot the foreign-owned shops.
Well, Nana Nyame is the Ashanti Regional Vice Chairman of the Ghana Union of Traders Association. Now, family of the late 29-year-old Charles Emisa, who died after being refused emergency care by 3 major hospitals in Accra, will be laid to rest tomorrow. Charles Emisa, an engineer with Promasidor Ghana Limited, was reportedly stabilized by emergency responders after a hit-and-run accident at the Circle Overpass in Accra on February 6, 2026, before being referred to hospitals where he was allegedly denied admission. However, the reported delays and multiple hospital rejections are said to have contributed to his death. He later suffered cardiac arrest at Kolebu Teaching Hospital and was pronounced dead by a doctor. According to Dr. Matilda Emisa, his wife, preparations are ongoing to ensure a solemn ceremony tomorrow at the Methodist Church in Accra. Away from that unfortunate incident, parents, teachers, and other education stakeholders in Alonga have petitioned for the removal of the district's education director, Dominic Janado, over what they describe as mismanagement and abuse of office. The action follows growing concerns over the handling of examination processes, the collection and use of examination fees, and alleged interference in duties that should be carried out by teachers. Speaking to the media, the convener for the group, Samuel Amaglu, said the Ghana Education Service must intervene to restore confidence in the administration of education in the district.
Teachers, we have code of conduct, which is the rule governing the profession. Unfortunately, Mr. Janado, who is the district director, is not going with those code of conduct. Yes, for instance, certain end-of-term examination is for teachers, and it is prescribed in our code of conduct. Unfortunately, who took over certain of end-of-term examination? He is doing that simply because of charging pupils, taking money from them. Can you imagine a school for a term, he can get 10,000, 12,000, 16,000, 8,000, depending upon the population. So after charging the people, that is what he realized. With the service provider, he engaged to set those non-standard questions for our case, which is bringing the performance of Anglonga district down. And we are not supporting that idea. We want him to go by the law. So our demand is he should give account for whatever he realized from those examination quotas from day one up to date.
Samuel Amaglo is convener for a group demanding the removal of the Alonga District Education Director. Meanwhile, the Alonga District Director for Education, Dominic Janajo, in an interview says he is yet to receive their petition.
So we discussed this at the DISEC meeting, and the reason for his calling for this demonstration, he mentioned it. But for me as a director to come out with my views concerning that, I wasn't allowed, because at the DASEC meeting they only asked if really he wants to embark on this demonstration. This was referred to the regional commander of police, who also invited us, the two parties, the convener of the demonstration and then myself, the district director, only to meet the absence of the convener. He refused to attend to the call of the regional commander of Ghana Police Service. The commander reading the petition noticed that issues being raised are matters concerning teachers, and couldn't understand why parents should make demonstration against the director. Therefore, the matter was handed over to the regional director of education to invite the said teacher to a meeting. That meeting was on the 19th of this month, but he also failed to attend that meeting. I'm here to receive the petition and then know the concerns that might have been raised in the petition and then respond to them appropriately.
You heard the voice of the District Director of Education for Anloga in the Volta region, Dominic Janado. This is still the City Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM, broadcasting from our studios here in Accra. In the northern region, we are live on Dasuma 99.1 FM in Yendi. In the Upper East region, we're on Word 88.3 FM in Zwarungu, Mike 105.3 FM in Navrungu, and Boga 102.7 FM in Boga Tanga. In the Upper West region, we're on Bugli Radio 88.6 FM in Wa. Still ahead in the bulletin, the PURC has summoned ACG as consumers complain about rapid depletion of prepaid units. We have details of that and others in a bit. Please stay with us.
City Prime News at 12 midday. Update you on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
Are you ready to revolutionize the future of agriculture? The Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, in partnership with the Ghana Exim Bank, proudly presents the Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026. The fair will feature exhibitions, market linkages, masterclasses, and workshops on climate-smart farming, digital tools, and export development. Join us at the Black Star Square from March 17 to March 19 at 9 a.m. each day. The President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will be assisted by the Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, the Honorable Elizabeth Ofuswejari, and the Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank, Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, to open the fair. Government agencies, agrotech firms, startups, farmers, financial institutions, and the general public are all welcome. To exhibit or for inquiries, call 0559 9326 or 0242 585419. Media partners: Daily Graphic, Media General, Radio Gold, Citi FM, and Channel 1 TV. Ghana Agrotech Fair 2026, transforming agribusiness through local innovation and technology. We are gearing up for the trip of a lifetime. Heritage Caravan 2026. From 1st to 8th March 2026, 8 days, 14 regions, one legendary caravan. We're touring Ghana in the most spectacular way on the Heritage Caravan, exploring the beauty, history, and stories that make our nation unique. Rolling out from Greater Accra through Eastern and OT, up north to the Northern and Upper East, and all the way to the Western region, hitting iconic destinations across Ghana. The Heritage Caravan 2026 will be fun, educative, refreshing, and most of all, remarkable. Stay connected. Follow Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM across all social media platforms for updates, and join the conversation using the hashtag Heritage Caravan 2026. The Heritage Caravan 2026 is proudly powered by Channel 1 TV with support from Citi FM, and it's proudly sponsored by Hollard Insurance, Diva Beverages, Omni Basic Bank, Caveman Watches, Gino, Didi Shito, Goyle, Minimi Achumo, Admi Granite Paste, and the Ghana Tourism Authority, and supported by Nanes Rice. Heritage Caravan 2026, experience Ghana like never before.
You on all the running stories and connect you to the newsmakers.
You're welcome back. This is the Citi Prime News on 97.3 Citi FM, broadcasting from Accra and heard live on our partner stations across the country. Remember, the news is also heard live around the world on citynewsroom.com. In more news, the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission has summoned the Electricity Company of Ghana to a meeting over widespread media reports and public complaints about rapid depletion of prepaid electricity units. Well, this follows the recent tariff adjustments under the multi-year tariff order. In a letter dated February 25, 2026, the Commission says it had taken note of allegations that consumers' prepaid units were running out faster than expected after the implementation of the revised tariffs. Director of Research and Corporate Affairs for the PURC, Dr. Eric Kofi-Obute, says PURC will carry out large-scale meter inspections to ensure consumer issues are resolved.
I agree with you on that score. And that's what saying that we do the meter testing on a random basis, but we don't do it on a very large because, one, our meter labs are not that big, and two, if we want to do it on large scale, we have to collaborate with the Standards Authority. But point well taken. We'll make sure that maybe we need to do it more frequently and to do it across the country. We do not have the manpower to go to every household or to every community to undertake this meter testing. But whenever issues of this nature come up, we take it up and we move quickly into the communities to undertake those meter testing. We have done a lot of these complaints issues with meters in the north, in the Ashanti region, in Greater Accra region. We've done a lot and even recovered funds for consumers. So some of these institutions have even got money paid back to them because of wrong calibration of their meters. So maybe fair point, yes, we have to do more of that.
You heard the Director for Research and Corporate Affairs at the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, Dr. Eric Kofi-Obute. Meanwhile, a member of the Energy Committee of Parliament, Isaac Boama-Nyakum, has urged the PURC to set up an independent committee to investigate these complaints.
You can't increase electricity by close to 30% and still get people to cost electricity, the effect of electricity cost bearing on them of over 50%. And so that's a very serious phenomenon that we are investigating. So already ECG that this is a problem, but they did not do anything about it. So I was expecting PFAS directly to set up a committee to investigate and get an independent report. So calling ECG out to do self-investigation, I think, is inappropriate. It will not resolve the matter adequately as we wish. And so I would demand that an independent committee be established to look into it and give us a report in the shortest possible time. Possibly a week or two, we should get a report out of the committee.
That was a member of the Energy Committee of Parliament, Isaac Boama-Nyakum. Well, away from electricity and the ECG prepaid meters, let's focus on the traders at Makola. Those at Makola number 2 in the Greater Accra region have shut their shops in protest over what they describe as exploitative rent conditions. The traders say a 20% charge imposed on them after occupying the property, said property owned by SNIT, is unreasonable. The demonstration, which began in the early hours of today, has disrupted trading activities in one of Accra's busiest commercial hubs. The traders say the protest is intended to draw the attention of authorities to what they call unfair financial demands that are threatening their livelihoods. Speaking to Citi News, some of the affected traders expressed frustration over the charges, insisting that the conditions are unsustainable.
Last year we paid 25,000 for the whole year. So this year we heard they will be increasing the rent, which they've done. And ours came as 11,000 increment. So we are paying 25,000 plus 11,000, supposed to be 36,000 a year. No maintenance, nothing. We do everything here. When it rains right now, when we come to work early in the morning, we have to collect water. All this you are seeing over here, we did it with our own money. Management didn't pay a dime. And look at the increments. We have to pay workers. So if you are increasing my rent 11,000, how can I pay workers?
In the long run, is it going to affect the cost of the goods that you are selling to the average consumer?
Yes, it will affect the cost of the goods as well. It's way too high, and we cannot stand it. I think this is going to kill our business. So the government should do something. Does the government want us to take guns and go and steal? No. Okay. We are working. We come here 6, sometimes we leave here 8. As young guys, we are working very hard. But the increment is too much. Some people cannot come to work. They will sit in the AC. We will be working on the sun. When we make the money, then we go and pay. Okay. If you are, I can take you to their washrooms. The washrooms you use here, they are very bad. Everything is very bad here.
As I said, I idea was no more the rent here. Snakes for at the rent here. Now rent no more. Could room pen so be a rent no money. Yentimi.
You had some angry traders at Makola Market protesting over what they describe as exploitative rent conditions on a property that is owned by SNIT. Well, let's not focus on illegal mining. The government has pledged to intensify its fight against illegal mining operations, particularly in agricultural zones and areas earmarked for industrial development. President John Dramani Mahama, during a meeting with private sector leaders, stressed that industrial growth cannot be achieved without secure land tenure and the protection of critical natural resources. He warns that illegal mining and uncontrolled sand winning are degrading farmlands, polluting water bodies, and undermining irrigation systems essential for agro-processing and manufacturing.
Industrialization requires secure land tenure and protection of agricultural resources. In this regard, we will accelerate litigation.
Apologies for the poor audio quality. That was the President John Dramani Mahama. In some other news, Child Rights International has affirmed that it will name and shame any authority or individual who truncates any process of justice required for abused or assaulted child victims. According to the organization, cases involving child abuse are often settled at home or out of court by influential figures in society. Speaking at a press conference, the Executive Director for Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, says at the appropriate time, the organization will not only call out such individuals but also take legal action where necessary.
In following these issues and making sure that anyone, whether you're a chief, you're a imam, you're a pastor, you're a politician, whoever you are in society who tries to influence the outcome of matters of this nature that go to the core, we think that we would either name and shame, and where there's a need for us to resort to judicial action, we would also do so, because we want our children to be upright, and if they exhibit a certain behavior that the society deems not to be correct, they should be rehabilitated and reformed.
You heard the Executive Director for Child Rights International, Bright Appiah. Well, that'll be all for this edition of the Citi Prime News, which has been live from our studios here in Accra. For more news, visit our website, citinewsroom.com. I am Charles Osukumi. Thank you for listening.
Citi News, we speak first. Reach our hotline on 0302-224959 and get interactive on Facebook, Citi 97.3 FM, and on Twitter at Citi 973. As part of Heritage Month 2026, we bring you the On-Air series, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity. In week 1, the sound of our identity. In week 2, our past, our power. In week 3, faces of the nation. In week 4, what we eat, who we are. The Heritage On-Air series 2026, Our Culture, Our Story, Our Identity will air every Monday to Thursday on 97.3 Citi FM at 9 a.m. and on Channel 1 TV at 10 a.m. The Heritage On-Air Series 2026 is proudly sponsored by GTP and GCB Bank.
As a business executive, it is easy to get lost in the detail. Kwame has everything going for him at work.
Congratulations, Kwame. As always, man.
At Republic Bank, we focus on your business growth while cultivating relationships that create balance in your life. Our team provides reliable investment advice and partner offers that enhance your experience. Big up! Join the Republic Verse, where you can work with ease and unwind at your own pace. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
due to our economy, we have a lot of foreign income coming in. And obviously, our economy will improve. So sanitation is interrelated. We can never